Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Ye Olde Weekly Beauty Chit Chat. This is the video that goes up most Fridays here on my channel where I share all the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. As always, I have a little lineup of things that I'd like to share with you all today. I will list and link everything that I am mentioning in this video in the description box right below. If you'd like to know where to purchase these items, read up other people's reviews, look at ingredient decks, you know, all that fun information, check out the description box. It's usually a plethora of information. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good week. My week was just, it was okay. Honestly, I was moping around for most of this week. This is actually the first video that I'm filming in a few days here. So my parents had to say goodbye to our family dog, Oscar. Oscar was a pug. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my post on Tuesday. Oscar was 17. So this was not a big surprise. Honestly, I feel like I've been waiting for this phone call for a little while. Oscar was a rescue that came to my parents when he was, I think, 2 years old. And again, lived to be 17. So this boy had a long life. The beginning of his life was very rough, but I can assure you that my parents spoiled the crap out of this dog. He lived in the lap of luxury. The amount of toys, treats, snacks, just shenanigans that my mom would purchase for this dog were just downright hysterical, actually. But he was such a good boy. He was absolutely massive for a pug. He was 30 pounds, and not 30 pounds because he was fat. He was just built like a tank. In fact, the vet was always just so impressed by how muscular he was. It was like he worked out, like muscles for days, and just looked almost like a bulldog in ways, but he was 100% pug. Anyway, he had an amazing long life, and it's never a good time to say goodbye to a pet, and it's never easy, but it was definitely his time. So anyway, I know that Mr. Kong was, over there on the Rainbow Bridge ready to welcome Oscar over. Kong and Oscar used to play a lot together. Kong would usually get his butt kicked because Kong was significantly smaller than Oscar was, but they always had a great time together, and yeah, they were good little buddies. So anyway, I definitely felt that loss this week, but I am choosing to honor Oscar by loving on Penny and Alfie extra hard, because here's the reminder, life is extremely short, especially for our pets. And I'm gonna be making a donation in Oscar's honor to the rescue that we got him from way back in the day. And yeah, he lived a good long life, and thank you for your service to our family, Oscar. He definitely made life a whole lot better for everybody in our family. So, all right, now that I feel like crying again, let's do a complete 180 and let's talk about the things that I was trying to use this week to lift my spirits and, just kind of try to turn my frown upside down. So we're gonna start with perfume. That's where I usually start. These were the two that I was reaching for the most this week. This is the 7 Virtues Coconut Sun. If you are looking for a beautiful, fresh, beachy coconut fragrance, this, I just cannot say enough good things about it. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it smells like a tropical breeze. Listen, if you are at the mall this weekend and you have a Sephora, pop in, stick your nose in this, and just prepare to be swept away to a tropical paradise. I have about a third of this travel size left, and I think I'm gonna need to purchase the full size right away. You guys, this is absolutely heavenly, and I cannot get enough of it. It's a really beautiful scent, and it's not a single bad thing that I can say about it. The lasting power is amazing. The protection is incredible. and it just jives with my body chemistry really well. So that is a happy scent, and it is something that definitely puts a smile on my face. The other fragrance that I was sporting, that I'm actually sporting today, is, I guess I should turn it around. This is the Oakcha Praise the Perfume. This is a dupe for the Melanie Martinez Crybaby fragrance. This is very sweet. This is another one of those like happy scents, but it also smells kind of cozy to my nose. This is a great year-round scent. Like, I'm loving this one when the weather is a little bit warmer, but I can also see myself really enjoying this one once the fall and winter roll around. This is a very sweet scent, very feminine, very kind of gourmand in its presentation. Has a nice solid vanilla base to it and a lot of sweetness, but it's another one that just really jives well with my body chemistry. And you guys, I just honestly can't get enough of, do you see that mist? It's the atomizer here that just speaks to my soul. I hate a splat of perfume. I really do. I like it when there is a really nice mist distribution, because then I don't feel like I need to, like, you know, do like the patting. You're not supposed to rub anyway, but you know how sometimes you need to like catch perfume as it's like running down your arm? I don't need to do that with this because it just sprays beautifully. I love this fragrance. I still need to do an in-depth review of it, but it is really, really good. In terms of other smelly things from the week, this is the Kopari Guava Hydrating Body Wash with coconut water, aloe, and sea kelp. You guys, have you tried this? This is a great body wash. This is really a fantastic one to shave your legs with because it gives you a nice slip to the skin. Honestly, I used to buy shave oils, shave creams, you know, stuff like that in the past, but I honestly have found that body wash, especially one that gives you a really nice slip to the skin, is just as good to shave your legs with, and you don't have to buy a whole separate product. This body wash, I got such a close shave this week. It smells so good. Speaking of like tropical getaways, like that's what I feel like this is. This also smells like a beachy Hawaiian vacation here. The guava is nice and sweet. It's not overpowering. It's a beautifully scented body wash, and it's not drying my skin out at all. This is fantastic. I also got the Tahitian vanilla and the coconut as well. This is the first one that I put in the shower, and I absolutely adore this. Listen, if you're in the market for a new body wash for the summertime, can't say enough good things about this one. Absolutely delightful. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Really, really great product. Okay, let's stay in the shower since we're there, and I'm gonna give another plug to these two this week because I cannot get enough of them. I did order the full sizes over Memorial Day, geez Louise, over Memorial Weekend. So I just will not be without them. They're so good. A lot of you guys were actually saying in the comments of last week's video that you really love this Christophe Robin cleansing purifying scrub with sea salt. Why haven't you guys been telling me about this product? You're supposed to tell me. No, I'm kidding, obviously, but I actually had this sitting in my backup closet over here for quite some time, and just randomly was like, oh, I have these two, I should pop them in the shower. This is some of the best like hair care that I've used in a long time. I use a lot of hair care that I obviously really love. I have some staples that I stick by, but I need to branch out more, because let me tell you, this gives my body, it gives my hair so much body, so much volume, so much bounce. And I was afraid that this was going to be really aggressive on my scalp because there is salt in here. It's a paste, you guys. Like, it is a shampoo paste. So you scoop a little bit out, you emulsify it between your hands, and then you go in at the scalp and you start there and you just work that into your entire scalp. And then you add a little bit more water, and it turns into this beautiful creamy lather that cleans the hair so beautifully, but it doesn't strip it. It's definitely a purifying cleanser, that's for sure. It's gonna get everything out, but it doesn't make your hair feel like straw afterwards. Now, even if it did, this mask would completely undo that. This is such a great mask, you guys. So this is the Christophe Robin Regenerating Mask with rare prickly pear seed oil. I actually don't think this smells super great necessarily, but oh man, does this make my hair incredibly soft and shiny and bouncy afterwards. This combo, you have to try this. If you are looking for a new shampoo and conditioner that are maybe different from what you normally use, just completely different in terms of, you know, the normal presentation of shampoo and conditioner, I don't know. I kind of think this is, I've been using it as a conditioner more so than a mask. I do leave it in for about 5 minutes, but man, my hair looks so good after using both of these. I'm just able to get so much more volume in my hair. So yeah, I won't be without these. And I wish I would have put them in the shower sooner, because how did I not know about these two? You guys, a lot of you guys knew. Again, tell me these things. Let me know what I need to be trying. I love your guys' suggestions, I really do. So always leave them for me down below. I have an ongoing list of things that I always want to try and pick up and, you know, test out and do reviews on. So yeah, the full sizes are on their way, and they honestly can't get here soon enough, because I think I only have one use of the mask left. I have a couple more uses of the shampoo, but that is fabulous stuff, you guys. All right, let's talk some skincare. So sorry about that little interruption there. I had to take a phone call. Anyway, let's talk about some skincare. So this week I really started leaning into using the Hue Drops from Glow Recipe. These were sent to me in PR, just so you guys are fully aware. And what I've been doing is mixing a half a pump of the Hue Drops with a half a pump of the Dew Drops. This is the staple product from Glow Recipe that I use every single day. The Hue Drops have a tint to them. So let me just show you guys here. It looks like a very, this is like the best way for me to like demonstrate this, but it looks like a very intense tint, right? But once you shear it out, it's not quite this dark, but I'm pretty fair. And so I just like to shear this out a little bit more by diluting it with a half a pump of this, and it really does smooth my skin out so beautifully. I actually don't feel like I have to use a primer necessarily after using these two, but I will a lot of times use a primer just to extend the wear of my makeup even further into the day. But I purchased a bottle of this during the last Sephora sale. I ended up giving that to my mom. So this past weekend I had to go back to Sephora because I'm running low on this one. I opened it and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be done with this within the next couple weeks. So I ended up dragging Stella down to Sephora, and we picked up another bottle for me. So it's ready to go just as soon as this one is finished. So anyway, honestly, you don't need both of these. Listen, if you want to try the Hue Drops, if you feel like your skin tone could benefit from a little bit of a like bronzy glow, definitely go for this. It's got the same benefits as this one, but this one is just, you know, the regular like colorless version, if you will, the OG. And I love the OG. I'm really mad at myself for missing the 2-ounce size that was available at Sephora. I need to check and see if it's back in stock again, but the next time that it is, I just need to get like the big Mama Jama bottle, because I go through these fairly regularly. I adore that product. So anyway, they pair really nicely together. So yeah. All right, let's talk a new SPF. I actually started testing out this new SPF from DRMTLGY within the last like couple of weeks. So the SPF that you have seen underneath my makeup for the last couple of weeks, like I said here, is the Matte Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46 from DRMTLGY. Again, this was another item that I did receive in PR, so just to let you guys know. I'm really actually glad that they sent this. I was gonna purchase it anyway, even if they didn't, because I need to find, potentially, not necessarily, I need to let the lawsuit play out, but I kind of teased this in some other videos earlier this week. If you're not familiar, this is my holy grail SPF that I've been using every single day for years now. It's from Paula's Choice. That's the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. You guys know of my love of a number of Paula's Choice products. I really have become heavily dependent on a few key products from Paula's Choice. I've been using the line for over 10 years at this point. And unfortunately, there is a lawsuit that is going on right now about the claims of Paula's Choice being cruelty-free. There is, I don't know who brought the lawsuit. I haven't like read through the entire thing, but it is available if you want to read up about it online. Essentially, there are claims that Paula's Choice was not actually cruelty-free. So I'm gonna let this lawsuit play out because, you know, here's the thing. If Paula's Choice is found to be like guilty of this and they're not actually cruelty-free, I'm gonna stop purchasing from them. As much as I love and have become super dependent on their products, it is more important to me that the company that I choose to give my money to is cruelty-free. So my fingers are crossed that this lawsuit is, you know, like unfounded and that they're, you know, that they are truly cruelty-free. That is my hope. But if not, I will also, you know, have to find some replacements for some things in my routine that have been staples for many, many years. And that is a bummer. I hate that. So my fingers are crossed that, you know, this lawsuit is unfounded and that, you know, we can return to business as usual. But it's disappointing to even hear those allegations. So anyway, moral of the story is I might need to find a new Holy Grail SPF. And luckily, this one has been looking pretty darn good on my skin, if I do say so myself. The matte universal tinted moisturizer is the like matte version of their like glowy original. I think the original is okay. It is a little too glowy for my personal liking. Listen, as someone with an oilier skin type, I don't mind a little glow, but I'm very particular about the way that my skin looks in terms of the shine or the glow level, just because I grew up with oily skin, and man, there's nothing worse than just like watching things slide off your face at the like half point of the day because your oil production is just crazy, right? So I really rely heavily on products that can counteract that oil production a little bit. This does great on its own. Now I have been pairing it with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin water powder serum as well. But on its own, this SPF keeps my face matte through the bulk of the day. Like it takes a very long time before this one like starts to break down. In fact, about the same amount of time before the Paula's Choice gives out as well. So this could very well be a good replacement for me. The only thing that I don't like is that it is a mix of a mineral and chemical. I'm not opposed to chemical sunscreens, but I just have always naturally gravitated towards the minerals. So this is a zinc oxide and octinoxate formulation. But the addition of the octinoxate also ensures that you're getting blue light protection, you're getting both the UVA and the UVB protection. So anyway, moral of the story is this is a really great SPF that is working wonderfully with my oily skin type. And if you hated the original because it was way too glowy for you, this isn't glowy. This, once this dries down, it looks matte on the skin. It has paired really well with my powder foundation, and since this is in this week's faves as well, I can very easily apply this particular primer over top. Once I let this settle into my skin for about 15-20 minutes, I have been going in with just a couple drops of the again, Yummy Skin water powder serum. I actually did a review and demo of this last week. If you missed it, I'll link it in the description box. But this also then helps to extend that oil breaking through even further into the day. So yeah, if you are an oily skinned girl and you are looking for an incredible primer, check this out. I feel like this is sold out in a lot of places right now. And probably for good reason. This is fantastic for the oily skinned girlies. And if you are gearing up for summer and you're looking for all of the, you know, oil suppressing products, this is one. And let me tell you of another one that you need to check out, the Milk Pore Eclipse setting powder. I started using this a little bit this week because the weather it's warming up. We are in, I think we're in the low 80s today. I think so. Anyway, this is a setting powder that is really lightweight. This not only helps to prevent that oil from breaking through, but this blurs my pores so beautifully. If you struggle with enlarged pores, this is definitely a product that I would gear you towards. In fact, I would also say check out the primer as well. Get the primer, get the powder, and then this, I'll be busting into this probably within the coming weeks here, but there's also a setting spray. Fabulous. Listen, this trio here, if you're struggling with overactive oil glands, remember, one, to actually hydrate your skin. I promise that does work. And two, use products that are gonna help you prevent that oil from breaking through. But yeah, if you're not hydrating your oily skin, just take my word for it. It really does help to balance out the oil production over time. It's not an overnight thing, but if your skin thinks that it's like Sahara dry on the top here because, you know, you're like trying to get rid of all the oil and trying to dry everything out, it's going to send up more oil to counteract that. So be gentle with your oily skin, be kind to it, hydrate your oily skin. It's actually gonna keep it from looking oilier in the long run. All right, just a few last things here. In terms of eyeshadows, I've still been doing these like one shadow looks here, and I've been just picking different shadows from, this is a Sydney Grace palette here. So yeah, I've just been using some of these like taupey shades, just reaching for example, what, I think this is the one I'm wearing today. What is this? Troops? Yes, Troops. This one right here. So this is all that I have on my lid. And then I blended it out a little bit with a blending brush. So I'm just loving these one shadow looks. Just one and done. I want to do another tutorial here soon. And my intention with this next tutorial is that I'm going to assume that you probably have a shade very similar to what I'm going to pull from here in any of your palettes, because honestly, I picked up a lot of these shades from Sydney Grace because I love these, like, I love these taupes. They're so easy. I have green eyes, and so I feel like that kind of purpley, silvery, taupey shade just pairs really well with my eye color. So I have a ton of choices in here. So yeah, anyway, loving the single shadow look still. They're so easy. And these are all shimmers. So I just straight up like use a shimmery shade in my crease to blend it out, and I really like it. So, all right, lip products. These three, first of all, I've been using this next to my bedside stand, and I've really been liking how my lips have been looking when I'm waking up. So this is the, it doesn't even come in this packaging anymore. It's now like in a squeeze tube. This is the Rose Vegan Lip Balm from Biossance. I have a pretty healthy dent in here, and I'm just kind of looking to use it up before the end of the year. So I've decided to pop it into my bedside stand to use right before going to sleep. Definitely wake up with really smooth, hydrated lips. Fabulous product. And I'm glad that it's in a squeeze tube now, because I don't like sticking my fingers in things. I don't know why that's always bothered me. It's the same thing with like facial moisturizers that just come in like the big pots that you have to like scoop out. I just don't like that. All right, in terms of lips, it's been this combo here this week. So first I've been applying the Lawless Pink Marshmallow Lip Balm that nobody likes except for me. But I've been putting this down, and it hydrates my lips really beautifully. And then I've been going over top with this. This is actually a new shade from City Beauty. This formulation is very thick, by the way. So if you don't typically like a thicker lip gloss formulation, avoid this one for sure. But it stays put. Look at that pretty color. Oh, I love this shade. This is such a happy shade. What is this? South Peach. So this is one of their latest releases. I really like this one a lot, and I don't feel like these give that typical plumping effect where you have that burning sensation. The plumping effect that I get from these City Beauty glosses is more so just like a surge of hydration, which if your lips are hydrated, then they're gonna look a little bit more plump and the lines aren't gonna be quite as visible. I have really, careful not to apply too much of this one, by the way. I already had some on and I think I just overdid it, but what was I saying? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. I don't remember where I was going with that. I was talking about how thick this was. Sorry guys. I lost it. It's gone. I like this gloss though. Anyway, if you're in the market for a thicker gloss and kind of a fun peachy shade for like the summer, yeah. Oh, I was talking about the like lip lines. Okay, I've been drinking out of straws more for the last few months. And I really do think that that does increase your lip lines. I think I need to stop drinking out of a straw. And I have seen those like ridiculous straws, you know, that are supposed to prevent lines in your lips and around your lips. And yeah, I'm not buying one of those. I think I just need to like drink out of a regular cup. That's my problem. So, but anyway, this just helps to smooth those lines in terms of just like really intensely hydrating the lips. I think that's what I was trying to say. So, all right, woo, okay, I'm gonna go. Clearly, it's time for me to get along with my day here. So, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.